Welcome to The Explainer. I am so thrilled to have you here today. We're jumping right into a highly cinematic, spotless journey straight into the beating heart of modern food production. We're breaking down a sequence called Pure Stream, the industrial dairy processing sequence. So get ready, because we're going to take a massive magnifying glass to a process that happens every single day, yet stays completely hidden behind closed factory doors.
Okay, let's dive into this. Have you ever actually stopped to think about what exactly happens to raw milk before it even gets close to the pasteurization stage? We so often carry this rustic pastoral myth in our heads, right? This simple, straight line from a cow in a field to the glass on our kitchen table. But the reality? Well, the reality is literally a hyper-technological purification gauntlet. It is a stunning display of industrial precision, and today we're going to map out exactly how the whole shebang works. Here's our blueprint for today. We'll be moving through 4 strict stages. First up, advanced filtration. Number 2, high-speed clarification. 3, laboratory testing. And finally 4, the preparation tanks.
Let's quickly map out the literal physical pipeline this milk is going to travel. I want you to track this continuous movement with me. We're tracing the liquid's path, starting all the way from the massive chilled silos, moving relentlessly through the filtration and clarification machinery, pausing for strict scientific lab approval, and eventually landing right in the prep tanks. It's really just one unstoppable flow of engineering.
Stage 1, advanced filtration, focusing on the chilled silo and pipeline. This is where our hero's journey actually kicks off. Imagine fresh, pure white milk flowing continuously from a massive refrigerated storage silo into this incredibly hyper-modern environment. We're talking gleaming stainless steel surfaces everywhere you look. The atmosphere is totally controlled. There's practically zero steam in the air, and these intensely bright food-grade LED lights reflect off every single polished pipe. It's like stepping into a sci-fi movie. Every single surface you could possibly touch is impeccably clean.
And to keep it that pristine, the factory workers are held to the absolute highest standards. The hygiene protocols here are intense. Workers are decked out in matching white sanitary uniforms, blue hairnets, gloves, face masks, rubber boots, the works. Dressed in all this gear, they meticulously monitor digital control panels and check pressure gauges, just making sure the pumps operate smoothly and the indicator lights keep blinking exactly as they should.
Moving right along to Stage 2, high-speed clarification, where we remove microscopic impurities.
As the filtered milk flows deeper into the machinery, it enters a much more intense phase. It's actually really important to differentiate these 2 stages. See, advanced filtration is all about removing macro impurities using physical barriers. Pretty straightforward. But high-speed clarification? That targets the invisible, microscopic impurities. The factory is essentially escalating its purification tactics as the liquid moves down the line.
To hit this next level of purity, they use a massive piece of machinery called a centrifugal clarifier. By definition, this is a high-speed rotating process that utilizes centrifugal force to separate and remove microscopic impurities from a liquid. We are zooming all the way down from the giant factory floor to the invisible microscopic level now. Just picture this incredibly fast-spinning machinery rotating at thousands of RPMs, creating intense rotational forces that literally yank even the tiniest unwanted particles right out of the milk. It's a real game-changer.
And while that centrifugal clarifier is spinning at breakneck speed, human expertise is still very much running the show. Automated sensors constantly track the system's pressure, temperature, and purity levels. But the workers are right there, observing the digital screens, relying on touchscreen controls and real-time indicator lights to maintain absolutely flawless operation. It's this perfect, seamless harmony of high-speed rotation and careful digital observation.
Next up is Stage 3, laboratory testing, or as I like to call it, the scientific interrogation. So conveyor pipes now transport the clarified milk toward its next destination, where the product has to prove it meets the facility's incredibly rigorous standards. Inside the lab, the environment is just as exceptionally bright and hygienic as the factory floor. Technicians, wearing the exact same white sanitary uniforms, securely collect sterile milk samples directly from automated sampling valves. It's just a fascinating environment where deep human expertise meets incredibly precise automated collection instruments.
Now, the crucial point here is that modern laboratory equipment doesn't just hand out a simple pass or fail grade. No way. The instruments are actively interrogating highly specific metrics: fat percentage, protein content, acidity, and microbiological safety. Every single one of these exact metrics must be perfectly verified to survive this intense scientific interrogation.
And what's truly brilliant about the design of this factory is that all this complex scientific testing happens concurrently. Real-time quality data displays on digital monitors in the lab, updating instantly. Meanwhile, the massive production line just keeps operating flawlessly right in the background. The relentless flow of the milk never actually stops. The scientific analysis happens entirely on the fly, which allows the factory to maintain incredible efficiency without ever compromising safety.
Which brings us to stage 4, preparation tanks, the final threshold.
Having passed the lab inspection with flying colors, the newly approved milk flows directly into massive holding vats in the preparation area. And these sweeping preparation tanks, they're packed with advanced technologies. We're talking automatic mixers rotating slowly, highly sensitive temperature sensors, and computer-controlled valves opening and closing with absolute precision. This brilliantly illustrates how they keep the milk perfectly conditioned and ready, all under the careful supervision of factory workers who are continually keeping an eye on those control panels.
Let's quickly look back at this timeline to recap the incredible journey our protagonist, the milk, has taken. We started at the gigantic chilled silo, flowed right into the physical barriers of advanced filtration, spun at dizzying speeds through high-speed clarification, passed the strict and precise lab approval, and finally arrived safely in the prep tank. It's just amazing to visualize how far this milk has successfully traveled through this high-tech stainless steel labyrinth.
Ultimately, the digital displays in the preparation area confirm the final verdict. The milk is officially ready for pasteurization. So why does all this matter to us as consumers? Well, because this immense technological effort is absolutely required just to achieve a pure, perfectly safe baseline before the milk is even cooked or pasteurized. It guarantees the absolute highest standard of purity from the very start, proving that modern food production really is a marvel of industrial workflow.
Which leaves us with a pretty compelling thought for this final moment. The milk has successfully survived this intense, spotless gauntlet of purification, making it all the way from the silo to the prep tanks. But what fiery trials await inside the pasteurization system itself? I really hope this explainer has left you fascinated by the hidden, hyper-realistic world of industrial science and eager to explore the next chapter of how our food is safely brought to our tables. Keep questioning the process, keep learning, and I'll catch you in the next explainer.